Code switching refers to the practice of alternating between languages or dialects in conversation. It often reflects cultural identity, social context, or situational demands. People use it to connect with others, express themselves more clearly, or navigate different social groups. Switching for quotation. Code switching serves as quotations when a person reports the speech of another speaker in a conversation. Code switching is used to directly cite speeches made by the user and another individual. It can be deduced that switches between these two different codes are used to retain the authenticity of the message. This strategy is used as direct quotations or as reported speech by bilingual speakers to emphasize their idea or message.
Bago sinisan, di ba babae na lang sinisan? Hindi. Yung klase bilang hindi. Hoy, sigurado ka? Yes. Ay, sige be, kung veterano, kagig ka yung isang story, kaya yung hambal before siya napatay. Ano lang na yan, wala ka ba? Nabibigyan ka pa ba? Ano nga? Consumatum est. Ay, ano nga? Consumatum est, which means it is finished, it is done, it is completed.
The Latin phrase consummatum est is a direct quote, a code switch used to accurately represent what Rizal said. Switching for addressee specification. Code switching also plays an important role in directing a message to a particular addressee, especially for someone who is not immediately involved in the conversation. This is to invite the person to participate in the interaction. Besides defining an addressee as the recipient of the message, code switching is also employed as interjections or sentence fillers.
Guys, just ko sa inyo. Do you know what happened to Hector? No? Alam mo ba kung ano nangyari kay Hector? Bakit? Ano ba nangyari sa kanya? He cheated to his girlfriend. Ay, ikaw, Mary Claire, ikaw papaloko. Ikaw din, ha?
In this scenario, switching to Tagalog directly addresses the friend who speaks Filipino. Switching for reiteration. Another function of code switching is to repeat a message from one language to another. Words are occasionally repeated in order to clarify or emphasize the message. The user switched codes to reiterate or repeat the messages with the intention of making the message clearer and understood.
And you know what, guys? Grades are very important. Importante kita sa atin ng grades. Kaya manahon na siya ang ating yakin para kung magwa na kita sa institution niya niya. Amo na siya ang ating yakin, amo na siya ating yakaptan para maka-open kita sa mga doors and opportunities and jobs in the future.
Repeating the word important in both Filipino and English languages reinforces its meaning. Switching for message qualification. Code switching is also employed to qualify a message in which a topic is introduced in one language and explicated in another. Code switching for message qualification occurs when a topic is introduced in one language and followed by an amplification or qualification in another language.
I want to download together with my friends na baka na lang po. Kami so surprise ka na kami.
Okay now.
The first sentence was introduced with the use of the English language. Then, the description of the experience is elaborated in Hiligaynon. Switching for clarification. Code switching is used to clarify or elaborate a message. Bilingual speakers switch codes when they want to clarify or further elaborate their message or ideas. Such switching is employed by the bilinguals to elucidate their statements for effective explanation and get their messages across.
Nakaka-stress na. I'm very overwhelmed with my work project.
In this example, The English clarifies the meaning of the Hiligaynon and Tagalog sentences. Switching for emphasis. Code switching is used to emphasize important details of a conversation.
May classmate ko na lagi na disrespect ako. Ano dapat gawin mo? Kung man, disrespect ka man siya or gapon?
Well, ang ginahambal nila nga hindi mo pagbatuan ang kalayo sa kalayo. So, respect is a must. So, ang respeto lang nila dapat para ng department. Kaya man, kung dinahatagan mo siya sa respeto, ma-realize naman na sa uli, hindi man sa subong, pero what if, mag-gain lang na siya, kag magbigyan man, kaya respect niya.
Thank you.
In this scenario, the speaker switches from Hiligaynon to English to emphasize the key idea, making it more impactful. Switching for checking. Switches between two codes are also employed to check, especially when a speaker wants the listener's opinion or approval. The role of switching for checking usually occurs in the form of a tag question.
Hala, may exam na balik ko sa statistics. Diba?
The speaker switches from Hiligaynon to Filipino to confirm or check if their statement is correct, asking for validation. Switching for indicating emotions. Bilinguals switch codes to convey their emotions towards their addressees because words and expression carried by different languages express one's thoughts and feelings better. Besides switching codes to communicate their moods and feelings, the users were also found to add emoticons or symbols that imitate facial expressions, normally at the end of their statuses to enhance their feelings.
Ayos talaga siya! Naku! I can't take it anymore!
In this example, the speaker switches from Filipino to English to intensify their frustration as the emotion is better conveyed in the second language. Switching for principle of economy. Bilinguals opt to use the least effort in their language production and select the less intricate forms of the two languages or the least effort in their production of language as opposed to the ones that are more cumbersome. Bilinguals tend to use the shortest and the easiest words to ease their communication.
Ako sa kanila pero wala pang reply. Hindi ko na rin yung spam folder.
The speaker uses English words like check because they are simpler and more direct than their Tagalog equivalents. Switching for availability. Bilinguals better expressed in their respective languages as translating such words, phrases, or expressions to another language might cause them to be less semantically accurate. Users switch since there are no exact English equivalents to the phrases of the native tongue. Users used the native language or another language to fill the lexical gaps or to convey more precise meaning of the expression, as there is no English word that conveys an equivalent meaning.
Oh my gosh, Angel! I'm so kidding! Alam ba na gabi yung yung type movie na love story? Oh my gosh, I'm so kidding talaga. Ang ganda-ganda ng story, big. Panoorin mo, grabe.
The speaker uses the Tagalog term kilig because there is no direct English equivalent that conveys the same meaning or nuance. Free switching. In this case, code switching is employed for no apparent reason or it comprises an endectic combination of other functions. Users may switch to create an overall stylistic effect or signify that they are competent in the use of two languages and two cultures. In this scenario, the speaker switch freely between Hiligaynon and English for stylistic effect, demonstrating ease and comfort in using both languages. Code switching highlights the flexibility and complexity of language use in diverse societies. It bridges cultural gaps, enhances communication, and reveals how language adapts to meet individual and social needs. Recognizing its value fosters a deeper understanding of linguistic and cultural diversity.